Hi. ये टीवी चालू है पीछे? अच्छा, okay. कोई बात नहीं. I have some music also today, but I've kept the volume very low क्योंकि when I want my voice to be stronger on the video, because then when I download this and upload it again, I don't want this whole sound to be blocked for copyright. Hi, hello. Okay, how many of you have your paper, pen? I'm fumbling. Paper, pen, brush, all of that. Hello. Okay. Chalo, theek hai. So I'm assuming most of you who are here, again, you know why you're here. And if you did not attend the last session, Apeksha is here again. I saw Archita has also joined. Okay, hi. Okay, so if you weren't there for the live session last time, I hope you have gone through the IGTV video that I put yesterday. And today, unfortunately, we won't be doing letters because we need to learn a few more strokes properly. So I went and did a couple of searches and a bit of research today before I came live, because I needed to be sure that we've covered everything. So in the last session, I don't have that paper for some reason. Okay, let me just flip. I've made notes here, so I'm just going to flip the camera and I'm going to show you what notes I've made. Okay, so basically in the last session, what we did was I just explained to you guys the basics, absolute basics, that when you use a brush tip, pen or a paintbrush, the pressure that you put while you make your strokes is what differentiates this from this. Can you see what I've written here? So it's using the same instrument. It's not a special drawing technique, which you can do actually if you don't have your brush pens. That technique is called faux lettering, but this entire design like lettering has been made using one instrument. So basically this is made up of all of these multiple strokes. Now those of you who did this the last time, we did only up and down. So an upstroke is a thin, very very thin line, and a downstroke is a thicker line. So upstroke, like the word says, is a stroke made when the brush tip goes up with very little pressure, very light pressure. And a downstroke is when the pen or brush comes down. So for those of you who are joining the first time today, I'm not okay, I'll do it with this paintbrush only. Hang on, it's right here in my hand, so I'll just do this. I should have opened this also, no? So today we'll try a different color. Let's do, what color? Let's do brown today. Okay, so, and I'm going to use the paper that I used last time to show you how to do this. Okay, so this is faux lettering. This is made with pencil, not with brush, so don't look at this for now. An upstroke is when, I'm going to write my name today. Okay, so an upstroke is when your brush tip goes up, and a downstroke is when the same brush tip comes down. So I'm lifting the paintbrush very gently up from the paper and using only the tip of the brush to draw the upstroke, whereas I'm pressing this down and putting as much pressure as I can to draw the downstroke. Now this brush ka bristles are a little old and haywire, so it's not working as well as it should. Let me try another brush and a different color. Okay, just to show this. Now any letters, words that we make, this is the basic construction of each letter. So you need to learn how to move your brush tip pen and learn how to make these strokes before we can actually go ahead and start letters and words. Okay, so ye dekho, upstroke. See, the brush was the problem. Dekho, it's much more neater. Okay, so last time we did this, and I think many of you for your homework you did this up and then connecting down and then up again and then a connecting downstroke. Now this is a very simple movement. Now we'll add a bit of curves into this. Okay, so now what we'll do is something called as an underturn. An underturn is basically making a U, right? So when you write a U with, let me first do it with a pen so that it becomes simpler. When you write a U, you basically start from here and you go down and then you go up. So this is a downstroke, which means it has to be thick like this, and this is an upstroke, which means it has to be thin. So I'm going to do this with a brush. Okay, I'm going to make a U. We'll first make a downstroke, and you can see I'm not lifting the brush, I'm just decreasing the pressure, and I'm going to take this up. So I'll do this again. Starting from the top, can you see how much the brush is pressing onto the paper? I'll pull this down with the same amount of pressure and then gently release the pressure or reduce the pressure and then take it up. So this is an upturn. Now I'll do the same thing with a brush pen. What color should we take? Let's try orange. Now this is a brush tip pen which has a tip that's like a paintbrush. That's why it's called a brush tip pen, obviously. So sketch pens will not work. Fine tip pens. Okay, this is what a fine tip pen look like. So these are dual tip pens. One side has this brush and one side has this tiny fine tip marker here. It's the same thing, but this is what we're going to use to make this lettering. So when I'm doing the same thing with this pen, again holding the pen at an angle is very important. If you do this straight, I'll show it here. If you do this straight, this is what will happen. Maximum thickness you can get is this, but by holding it sideways, you see how thick the strokes become. With even more pressure, I think I can make it extremely thick. Yeah, this is the maximum thickness I can get. So using this pen, if I have to make a down underturn, okay, a U, then this is how it's going to go. This way, right? So this is something you will have to practice today. So I'm going to show you all of these. Next is the exact opposite of that. That's an overturn. So I'll draw here only. So overturn, this letter starts from here, or this shape, and you go up, which is why the line is thin, and then you turn around and you come down, which is why the line is thick. So we'll do that again. First with the paint brush. I'll put the bad brush side mein, ताकि I don't get confused. Okay, we are going to do an overturn, which is an inverted U. So you start with an upstroke and then turn the brush and press it down. Okay, I think मैंने उसके angle में कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया, so let me try this again. Again, I'm holding the paintbrush at an angle, not straight. So we do up and slightly increase the pressure and then bring it down. Okay, this looks slightly different because this is shorter and this is taller. That's it. But basically, these are the true strokes. So these will help you when you make letters like U, W. These will help when you make letters like M, N. और कौन सा letters है अभी off the top of my head, these are the H में आएगा ये. And when you're making all of these letters, you need to first practice these strokes. So we did upstroke, downstroke last time. Now underturn, overturn. Next is oval. So oval obviously for the letter O, then also for letters like A, B, D, P, G, Q, all of those that have these slightly round shapes. So we're going to do the oval next. I'm going to use green this time. थोड़ा variety रखते हैं ना. Should have gone in the rainbow colors का order. But अब ठीक है, हो गया. Okay. So let me draw this with a pen first. यहीं पे I'll do side में. Okay, so when you do this with a pen, I don't know how you start, but this is how I draw the O. I start slightly from the right side, take it to the left, bring the pen down, and then bring it back up. So from here it's going up, then it's coming down here, and then it's going up again. So this part has to be thin, and this part, because it's coming down, has to be thick. Okay, so that's what we'll do with the paintbrush also. Actually these lines are too far apart, but okay, we'll manage. So I'll start from somewhere here instead of starting from up. Okay, and we'll start from here. Okay, thoda sa. Okay, the bristles are okay, hang on, sorry. And then press down and then finish the circle. Okay, I'll do it once more, and then I'll switch to a brush pen because that's easier, or maybe I'll just make a smaller O. I think that's the thing that's complicating this for me a little bit. Yep. Okay, so that's how you make an oval. So I'm doing this with the same color. I'm not switching colors now. It's much easier for me with this. तो okay, थोड़ा stylish हो गया. I think this is what we are looking for, right? So for making letters that have these roundish shapes, like I said before, A, B, D, O, P, Q, all of these, you will start with this shape first. So this is the oval. ठीक है, sorry. इसके बाद we have something that's called a compound curve. उसमें भी there are two parts, one that looks like an N and one that looks like a mirror image of N. So this particular shape, we start from here, take the brush up. Basically it's an overturn and then an underturn. So first there is an overturn and then there is an underturn. So we start from here, take the brush up, bring it down, turn it, and then take it up again. And for this one we'll start with down, up, and then down again, right? So let me start with another color, doing a little bit of blue. ठीक है, थोड़ा वॉल्यूम में ना इसका बढ़ा देती हूँ, मतलब है बट नहीं सुन रहे. ठीक है, so we're doing this compound N जैसा दिखने वाला curve. So for N we'll start from here, take it up, bring it down, and then slowly take it up again. Okay, I'll do it once more, and the next one I'll do it with a brush pen. Okay, so we start from here, it goes up, then comes down, and then goes up. I think इसका थोड़ा मैंने ना angle गड़बड़ कर दिया, wait. So we'll go up, down, and up. ठीक है, अब जो इसका reverse है, which we'll first start with a downstroke. Let me just put on the lid here using purple color now. Okay, so again for this one we'll start with a downstroke first, go up and come back down, down, up and down. Ideally I should be lifting my pen, so let me try that again. Down, up and down. So again, a combination of all these is what will help you write like this. Okay, last we come to the loops. So these are loops that we make when we write letters like F, I think F, L, H, T, and this comes for letters like J, G, Y, I think, और कुछ है, JGY, no, nothing more than that. Yeah, so we'll try something called as an ascending loop where the loop is on top, and then a descending loop where the loop is at the bottom. So using my pen again, we start from here. We'll start from here, go up, turn the brush and come down for this one, and for this we'll start from here, go down, turn and go up. Okay, so I'll share a picture of this, the finished one, and probably a better one without all these extra markings here, because here I made a couple of errors, so all of that, so I'll make a better one and I'll put up a picture, but for now we'll use this because I didn't have time to make another one. So we'll make the ascending loop first, starting from this point, turn it over and then bring it down. I'm using this pen instead of the paintbrush, and I'm starting from here. Okay, we're going up, turning it and bringing it down. Okay, जहाँ पे थोड़ी light हो, I don't know, suddenly there's a tube light here, but still somehow I don't know if you guys can see properly. If you can, then that's great. This is how you make an ascending loop. Then we'll go to a descending loop. I'm starting from here instead of the middle. You go down first and then you loop it here. You go down first and create a loop here. So basically these are 8 shapes that we did today. One, this is the upward stroke. Not here I actually drew it down, but upward, downward, underturn, here, overturn, oval. This is called a compound curve. This is an ascending loop and this is a descending loop. So today, in addition to the up down, we'll be practicing curves, and first individually, then I want you to do this in a loop like this. Did you see this? So this is a compound curve, but this is a running compound curve because you don't just stop at one, you do it over and over again. So I'll show you here थोड़ा छोटू सा, because मेरी lines यहाँ पे ख़त्म हो रही है. So you can either start as an overturn like this, keep it as wide or narrow as you want. The idea is to get used to turning your brush tip from thick to thin to thick to thin. So here I started with an overturn, or you could start with an underturn and go this way. Okay, this is one practice continuously, matlab for a couple of lines, till you are confident that it looks the way you want it to look. Okay, the thin should look thin, very obviously thin, not just marginally thin, and the thick should look properly thick. Next, this doesn't have a name, so I called it a compound loop, because just we are making loop, 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 loop. So basically this is SSS. Okay, sorry. So SSS again. So we start from here, go up, down, up, thin, down, thick. Thick, and so on. Okay, next is a running. We'll just do the underturn and we'll create a loop in between every underturn. So we start with a thick line. So you're doing an underturn, so underturn is U. So we start with a thick line going down and loop and thin and loop and thin, loop and thin. Okay, this is थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया, wait. and so on. Similarly, we'll do it in reverse. So this is the overturn. I don't know, I just learned the names today, okay? So even I'm confused. So this is called an overturn. So we'll start with an inverted U and then keep looping there. This is a Tombow dual brush pen. This is the brand. Tombow, Tombow. Okay, so we are going to do this. Do I have space? Okay, I'll do it here. So we start with a thin line upstroke, thick downstroke, and then loop upstroke, thick downstroke. This will help you gain control of your brush tip, right? And iske alawa, there's just one tiny shape which is just making curves when you make downstroke. So basically what you're doing is, instead of making a simple downstroke like this, you're making it a slight curve. Okay, you're just making it slightly curvy. That's it. Okay, so for today this is what we learn, and once you master this, I promise in the next session we are going to do one of these four. So I wanted to see how many different ways I could write. Ignore the pink colors. So this is one basic simple A to Z, which is not fancy at all. We are just doing thicks and thins here. Okay, so this is a very simple font. We're just combining all the strokes we learned today. So we'll do this next time. We'll at least do 5 to 10 letters depending on how much time we have. Then this is the cursive font, the normal cursive that we learned in school, just converting it into brush font using a brush pen instead of using a very thin pen. So if I were to write this with a normal pen, this is how it would look. Okay, I'm not used to cursive anymore. So this is the font that we are going to do with a brush pen. Okay, so this is how it looks when you write with a normal pen. This is how it's exactly the same. This is how it looks when you write it with a brush pen. Then after we finish this, which will not be in the next class, obviously we'll do this first. We have to learn this, master this, practice this, then we move on to this. Then we can do a slightly fancier version. Usme bhi this and this are different. They look the same, but this and this are different. So here you'll see that all the letters maintain their size, but here they go a little crazy. You see the H is no, I don't know what to call it, but the H is pretty normal here, but the H is going a little crazy here. You see that it's going, suppose this is the line, the H is staying within the lines here, but here the H is going outside the lines. Even if you draw an upper, like you use a red and blue line book. So again, there are terms for this. I think this is the baseline. I don't know what this is called. I'll learn that before the next class. But yahan pe all of these are going a little out. See the M. See the M here and see the M here. So there's a slight difference between these two. But for the next time, we will be doing this first. The simple ABC, small letters. और एक बार वो small हो जाएगा, then we'll do the big letters. So now it's time for you guys to come join me and show me what you did. For those of you who drew this with me, did you try writing any letters, words? What did you do? Who wants to join the live video? And where is this pen ka dhakkan? Okay. Who wants to join? कोई नहीं आज? Disappoint मत करो मुझको please. मिल गया ढक्कन. Hello. Okay, ठीक है. So if nobody wants to join today, then what we'll do is you can share it with me either on private message or upload to your stories and tag me so that I don't miss it. And we will continue this next time. आज कोई नहीं है. जब तक मुझे दिखेगा नहीं है that somebody's practiced this, I'm sorry, I'm not doing another live. कौन था? Okay. Yes, Ridhima, Madari was playing. This is one playlist I've made that I go back to and it's on Prime because Spotify में ad आता है, so I didn't want that. For the loops, do we lift the pen or no? You can actually, because it's not after a point your hand will start to hurt. So when you're making loops, you which loop are you talking about? The so yeah, let me just show you once. Hang on. Acha, Ridhima, you sent a request. Wait. Chalo, last time wala ye. Good, I am happy. One second, I'll just show. So if you're talking about loops like this, okay, so you can lift it, but don't lift it midway. So just finish one up. यहाँ पे you can lift. Once you finish the upstroke, just before you're about to change the type of stroke, you can lift the pen. So you did an upstroke and then you do a downstroke, okay, and then you can do a loop. थोड़ा लिफ्ट किया तो गड़बड़ हो तो रही है, but see, do what feels comfortable to your hand. It should look like this. The end result should be like this. So however it works for you. Somehow मुझसे अभी नहीं हो रहा है. Okay. So बिना लिफ्ट करे भी हो जाता है, but in the beginning, if you feel like it's not happening, don't worry about it too much. Ascending and descending loops. No, ascending descending loops में I don't feel like there's a need to lift. Wait, let me try a smaller pen, smaller nib so that I can make it right here. So if I'm making this, lift करे बिना हो जाता है. If I'm making single loops, इसमें तो there is no way to chain it up, and this one also no need to lift. Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me see who else. Ridhima said she could join. Apeksha can join. Okay. Did try but needed. Yeah. See, today, again, like I said last time, I think the first time I did this was 2014. At the very least. I don't remember before that. 2014 is what I remember. Okay, ठीक है. Let me see. Who wants to go live? Ridhima. Chalo. Archita said she'll share pictures. Yes.
Hi, hello.
Wow. Show me. Hi.
There.
Really good. I think you
So
are
I
start with letter.
did what you were doing, and yeah, I mean, I just followed.
Beautiful.
I made my notes.
Yes. I will also keep referring to this because I don't know the terms. So I don't need the terms if I'm writing this for myself. But if I am explaining, then I feel like I should need I need a vocabulary to tell what we are supposed to do. So
Yeah.
good. Acha tha. How fast were you able to do it?
Pretty fast actually. I did not have to struggle much, so very comfortable.
Good. It's
And I
visible.
liked it.
You did. It can be seen. दिख रहा है वो. Good. Chalo. So next time we'll do letters. Somebody tried this. I was thinking कोई नहीं आया. Nobody's doing this. Am I talking to myself? No.
I don't know. I still can't find the button to send a request, so I have to go back and then watch the live again. I don't know. I couldn't find it, so I went back, clicked on live again, and then I could see the pop-up.
A button नीचे. I think it's a smiley face जैसा दिख रहा है with a plus sign on its head. Now you can't see. You're probably already in the live video, but if you're not, no, I think you'll be able to see a head with a plus sign on it. I think ऐसा.
Okay.
Chalo. Very good. Nice.
Thank you.
This again.
Bye.
Thanks for joining. Bye. It's too much light here. We don't have that. You don't have what? Acha? Okay. Dr. Mommy. Okay. Wait, I think Apeksha wanted to join first, right? So let me add Apeksha, then we can add other people.
Hello.
I look who's done their hair today to me.
We don't have that button to join you to send you a request actually. So now I can see that.
As soon as you join the live, तभी दिखता है. I think you'll have to scroll up, एकदम up.
Yeah.
The messages वैसा होगा.
Okay. Yeah, that happens. So I'll quickly show what I did. I was just doing something.
So Apeksha sent me these notes, and I forgot. You wrote my name. How sweet.
Yeah, but I messed it up, so I kind of like didn't want to show that to you.
No, that's
So
okay.
I
It's
was just
looking
like
nice.
doing some letters.
Wow, you did the letters also.
Yeah, I
तुम
was practicing for a few, I don't know, sorry
are
for the mess.
pretending to learn from me. You guys already know this, huh?
See,
What
I
is
was
this?
like, a couple of days I did try to like, practice and I did
Wow.
this. So yeah.
Can
And
I
then I
please
lost the practice.
say that I you guys
Can't
and
hear,
that's why
can't
I
hear
did
you.
this? Okay, Janu, it was a bad joke. It's okay. You can't
Okay, so let's see.
something
You have
silly.
anyone else joining here?
I don't know somebody else. That's my bestie and she's amazing. Acha.
Oh, that's my friend.
Oh, that's okay. Banu is your friend. That's what I was about to
Yeah.
ask. Your friend or Ridhima's?
Yeah.
Apeksha, you have a fan. Please.
Yeah, she's like, we've been college friends, so we know each other for like, more than a decade and stuff like
Call
that.
you ma'am, but is
Yeah.
that playfully or okay? Good. Your letters look good.
Yeah. I need a lot of practice, though I'll do it, but yeah.
No,
I
you will.
also did a mandala the other day.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
This is something I need to learn, Apeksha. When are you
yeah.
teaching?
Even I was also like learning it. But yeah. So these are the two things that are keeping me sane in the quarantine. But yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Show me the curves and all of that again. वो
So
तो
this
ऐसा
one.
printed sheet जैसा दिख रहा है. It's so nice to see for an OCD person. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I have my own mistakes here and there, but still,
वो
yeah.
ठीक वो तो practice है. अभी you see saw no even मेरा भी यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो रहा है. तो I'm also learning mistakes. तो I don't know.
Yeah. So this was the last session that we
Yeah,
did. Like,
yeah.
yeah. I did the fall lettering and all of that. So,
Even Archita is saying she made a mandala.
yeah.
अच्छा अपेक्षा
I
your
think
friend
that's
was
what is keeping
married.
people sane these days. Making mandalas and, doing some or the other art form and stuff like that.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Apeksha, your friend is sending messages. Please read. Okay, bye. चल, bye. ठीक है चलो अभी मेरे को टीवी देखने जाना है बहुत हो गया पूरा दिन मैंने टीवी नहीं देखा आई टॉक टू यू गाइस लेटर यस स्मॉल वर्ल्ड चलो गुड नाइट थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग इन बाय बाय